Hi Retro Crew. We already let you know that we're excited for the sequel to Spider-Man coming out, but in this video we're going to give you our thoughts on the original from 2018.
I'm Matt.
I'm Brian, and we're the Retro Sons.
This was the greatest Spider-Man game since the Spider-Man 2 on the PS2.
Oh, that one was good. But
Yeah, it was.
This one they were talking about for years, and I was following it with excitement, watching all the clips that they put out.
Yeah, Insomniac made this game and they did a great job with it.
Yeah, it was very well done because it was a bunch of Spider-Man fans who worked on it.
Yeah, so you can tell when you play the game that they love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The swinging is the greatest, the fights, the story, it's all great. The swinging around the city is my favorite part.
Mine too. I still go back and do that sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
And the DLC or whatever, the spin-off, Miles Morales, that one was good too, but it wasn't as good as...
Yeah, it was supposed to be DLC, but they had too much, so they made a short game out of it.
And the game had a lot of DLC anyway.
Yeah.
Like the whole Hammerhead story. I don't think you finished it, but...
I didn't.
I 100%.
I only did the Black Cat part.
Yeah.
100% of the game before that,
Yeah.
and it's like one of the only two games you've ever 100%ed.
Yeah. I just liked all the stuff because like there was hidden backpacks you could go and find, and
Yeah, that's the very first thing I did. I found every single backpack.
Yeah, and they had
opened up the map.
They had like callbacks to all the Spider-Man stuff since the beginning. Like Rhino's horn was in one of them, a piece of Mysterio's helmet, just a bunch of little hints and things of his.
Yeah, and plus you could get other spider suits, and they had old callbacks like the 90s cartoon and
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2032, and just all sorts of different cool suits you could wear.
Yeah, and they all had their, well, most of them had their own little like special abilities. And you could mix and match, like you could put on one suit and put on the
abilities of another.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
And I like how they updated the look of his suit in here, and they gave a reason as to why too. Like he started off with the classic looking suit.
Yeah.
Then it got damaged in a fight with Kingpin, and Dr. Octavius designed that one for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he found out he was Spider-Man. Because he was in the lab working on the suit.
Yeah, right.
That's one of the parts that was kind of weird, the science parts.
Oh yeah, the little science
they weren't difficult and they didn't take long, but it kind of slowed down the story. I still liked it, but it wasn't really... I mean, I guess it was the other side of Spider-Man, the Peter Parker part.
Right, which a lot of games didn't focus on.
Yeah. So it's the whole story. And this game actually has some stealth that I like. I like when you're up on the ceiling and Mary Jane is going through.
Yeah. Telling you where to attack, and where the people are to...
Yeah, that's the one section of stealth I like in a game. They did it right.
Right.
Usually, as everybody knows, I'm not the biggest stealth fan.
But it is a big part of Spider-Man's thing, and they did it right.
Yeah.
I even like when Mary Jane's not telling you what to do, and you're like trying to be stealthy, and you can be above the guy and web him up.
Yeah.
I don't remember how to do it now because I think I was trying to do it in Miles Morales recently when I was playing.
Another thing I don't like is how they changed how Spider-Man looks. They made him look like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
They say it's not Tom Holland, but it is.
They say it's to look more like his voice actor.
Yeah, which I don't know what the voice actor looks like, but...
Yeah. There's another point I wanted to talk about. All the voice actors did a good job in this.
Yeah, they did.
Yuri Lowenthal, I think, who talked for Peter Parker, Spider-Man, he was really good. And if he's talking on his phone, if he's swinging, he'd like sound like he's exerting himself more.
Yeah, he's breathing heavy.
Yeah, as opposed to when he's walking on the ground, he's just talking normal and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's a cool little attention to detail thing.
One thing I always thought was weird is people complained about when they're in the restaurant they have cans of soda.
Yeah.
Why would people complain about that? Who cares?
I don't know.
It's not a big thing, and people made a big deal out of it.
Yeah, right.
I just thought that was weird.
I never thought anything of it until...
I didn't either.
I think it was just the cinema sins or the video game sins person who was, but still,
I've heard more people complaining about it, but
I don't know, it's a weird little gripe.
Yeah. It's a non-problem.
Yeah, I know.
a non-issue.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Why do people make a big issue out of nothing?
I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But I do like how you can go to the graveyard and find your uncle's grave, and you get a trophy for it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good detail. And New York looks great in this game too. They really took their time and made it.
Yeah, and they sprinkled in other locations from the Marvel Universe, like Avengers Tower you can visit, and there's the Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum or whatever it's called.
Yeah. And doesn't he say stuff when he sees them too?
I think so, yeah. That's another thing, that you have to take pictures of different locations like that.
Yeah, isn't one of J. Jonah as a chicken or something?
I think so. To the billboard or something.
Something, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do.
Jonah's little podcast thing is funny too.
Yeah.
Jonah was always a funny character in like the cartoons and the movies and all that.
Yeah, I like J. Jonah.
They updated his story and everything and incorporated him into it. And the supporting characters.
The fighting is fun in this too.
Yeah.
And I like how there's like gang groups that you can go and take out.
Yeah.
And there's different types of enemies.
Towards the end, when like everyone's against you, it gets a little hard because there's like rooftop enemies shooting at you and turret guns set up everywhere and all that kind of.
Yeah. But it's still fun.
Yeah.
It's not overly difficult. It's just hard to get through the city without fighting someone.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games that you want 100% because, at least me, wanted to keep playing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and even after I beat it, I played this game for a long time. And like you, I put it in sometimes to just swing around New York.
Yeah, I still have to go back and do the New Game Plus at some point for that trophy, I think. But
yeah, it's going to be harder.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Any gripes you have about the game? Because we've been saying how great it is.
I've been sprinkled in some gripes.
You did? The soda can thing?
I thought there was another one too. Maybe that was the last video.
The science parts.
Yeah, the science parts, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was another one I said too, but maybe not. Maybe that's the only thing I don't like.
Could be.
But I like how it's like the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of enemies. Plus there's that new guy there.
Oh, Mr. Negative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good enemy, I think.
And they made this a more experienced Spider-Man, not when he's starting out like 8 years on.
Yeah.
So they even incorporated into that web swinging. You don't really like slam into a building. If you hit into a building, you just start running along it or something.
Yeah. Yeah, they made it very intuitive.
Yeah, they don't.
It's easy to pick up.
You don't slow down the momentum of your swinging or anything. Like you land, you have the option to like do a bounce and keep going.
Yeah, and you can like swing in through buildings and pull yourself through billboards and stairs and.
I like in the sequel they updated it so you can like do the slingshot takeoff like he's done. Like you can.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they can web onto 2 different things and pull back and shoot himself forward.
Oh, nice.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the swinging will be even better, probably.
Yeah, they probably mostly kept it the same, but they've probably improved a little bit up on it.
I mean, this one was leaps and bounds better than Spider-Man 2.
I know. Spider-Man 2 is the...
When that came out, that game was great.
Yeah. To go back now and play it, it probably doesn't hold up as well.
Yeah, well, we were watching a video on it the other day, and the city was like empty. There's no people, hardly any cars.
Yeah, but I remember that one blew my mind when it came out in 2004.
Yeah, so, I think something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one was just so much better.
We used to think the swinging, like I used to think the swinging from the Nintendo 64 game was neat when you just like attached to nothing and you do 2 swings.
Wasn't it 3? He could do 3 swings.
Maybe, yeah.
That one was fun though. I remember once we put on Invincibility and we were playing and I forgot. And I'm like, man, I'm really good at this game.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I just had Invincibility on and I wasn't getting hurt because of that.
Yeah, and it was weird in those earlier games you could never go to street level. It was like fogged off and if you fell down you
died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just the rooftops.
So that was innovative when they did that in Spider-Man 2. And then every game since has been incorporating that.
Yeah, I mean the city, like I said, it's big and
another good thing they did, you don't take fall damage on this one.
Yeah. I mean Spider-Man would, so I don't know why they did that. They should have made it so like
some games do make it so he like slows himself down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But That's not really a gripe. I mean,
So
yeah. So what? Any idea when the second one's coming out?
I think it's in October.
Really? That's
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Yeah. I want to say October 24th, but I can't swear to it.
That's pretty soon, anyways.
Yeah, I know.
Might be time for another vacation.
Yeah.
No, probably not. I won't take vacation for this one.
I'm taking vacation the first of October, the first week of October.
Lucky.
Yeah. I was gonna play the Uncharted games then, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Probably not all of them, maybe the first one at least.
Alright. Well, I think that's everything I need to say about it.
Yeah, it seems like we're struggling a little bit now, so
Yeah. So let us know what you think of this game. Let us know what your favorite Spider-Man game is, and if you're excited for the new one coming out, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the future.
to talk more about the past.